Ever wondered what it's like to embark on a fantasy adventure? Welcome to the world of Dungeons & Dragons, or D&D, a tabletop role-playing game that transports you into realms of limitless imagination. As a player, you take on the persona of a character, a brave adventurer setting off on epic quests. With your trusted companions, you'll face down monstrous creatures, uncover hidden treasures, solve intricate puzzles, and perform daring rescues. The Dungeon Master, or DM, is your guide, the storyteller who weaves the intricate narratives you navigate. They play all the non-player characters, adjudicate the rules, and set the challenges you must overcome. But fear not, your abilities grow as you gain experience, becoming more skilled and powerful. Your journey is shaped by the roll of multi-sided dice, adding an element of chance to your actions. Each game is a unique journey, filled with endless possibilities and challenges. What makes D&D special is its diversity and freedom in character creation. The game is a melting pot of races and classes, each with their own unique abilities and traits. You can choose to be a human, elf, dwarf, halfling, or perhaps something more exotic. And your profession? It's as limitless as your imagination. You could be a valiant warrior, a crafty rogue, or a powerful wizard, but your character is more than just a race or a class. You breathe life into them by creating their backstory, their personality traits, their beliefs, and their ideals. Maybe your dwarf has a fear of heights, or perhaps your elf is searching for a lost artifact from their past. These nuances make every character unique, each with their own role to play in the grand adventure. With D&D, you are free to create and play as any character you can imagine. Whether you're a heroic paladin or a mischievous bard, the world of D&D is your stage. D&D is not just a game, it's a platform for limitless imagination. The beauty of Dungeons & Dragons lies in its freedom and potential for creativity. The game's settings are as varied as the minds of its players. Traditional fantasy realms filled with dragons, elves, and magical artifacts are just the beginning. Players can also explore modern cityscapes, navigating the complexities of urban life with a magical twist. Or they might find themselves in futuristic sci-fi landscapes, battling alien forces or negotiating interstellar politics. The types of adventures are equally diverse. D&D is not just about slaying monsters and finding treasure. Players can find themselves embroiled in political intrigues, navigating delicate alliances, and dealing with the consequences of their choices. Or they might be tasked with resolving gang disputes, requiring them to think strategically and negotiate wisely. In this world, players can be heroes, villains, or anything in between. They can shape their story as they see fit, creating an experience that is truly their own. In D&D, the only limit is your imagination. The rules of D&D are comprehensive yet flexible, and the game encourages free play. This is a defining feature of Dungeons & Dragons. While the game does have a set of detailed and extensive rules, these aren't set in stone. The Dungeon Master, or DM for short, is encouraged to modify or even ignore these rules when it makes sense to do so. The role of the DM is a crucial one. They're the storyteller, the guide, and the referee all rolled into one. The DM has the freedom to tweak the rules to enhance the game's flow and add a dash of fun. This could mean bending a rule to allow for a creative solution or adjusting the difficulty to keep the game challenging yet enjoyable. This flexibility keeps the game dynamic and engaging, allowing for a truly unique experience every time you play. But Dungeons & Dragons is not just about imaginative adventures and flexible rules, it's also about the people you play with. The game is inherently social, fostering deep friendships and teamwork among players. It's about banding together to slay dragons, solve puzzles, and navigate political intrigues. The shared experiences and collective problem-solving help create a bond that's hard to replicate in other settings. This social aspect extends beyond the game table. A unique D&D community has formed around the game, a community that's as diverse and imaginative as the game itself. Here, players can share their experiences, discuss strategies, and even collaborate on creating new adventures. It's a community where everyone has a voice, and every voice is valued. In the end, Dungeons & Dragons is more than just a game. It's a thrilling adventure, a creative outlet, and a bonding experience. It's about stepping into the shoes of a character you've created, exploring fantastic worlds, and forming lasting friendships along the way. D&D is more than a game, it's a thrilling adventure and a bonding experience. Welcome to the magical and mysterious world of D&D, where anything is possible. This is a realm of grandeur and mystery, where the walls of reality are thin and the laws of nature are merely suggestions. Imagine exploring ancient cities buried deep beneath the earth or infiltrating a castle suspended in the sky. One minute you're navigating through a labyrinth of underground tunnels, the next you're standing atop a mountain overlooking a sea of clouds. But it's not just the breathtaking landscapes that make D&D a world of its own. The realms of Dungeons and Dragons are teeming with a dazzling array of creatures, each with its own unique abilities, motivations, and mysteries. From the cunning and charismatic elves, the stoic and sturdy dwarves, to the terrifying and enigmatic dragons, every creature you encounter is a character in its own right. Each one a potential friend or foe, an ally or adversary, a puzzle to be solved or a mystery to be unraveled. And then there's the lore, the rich tapestry of history and culture that breathes life into these worlds. Each city, each race, each artifact has a story to tell. These stories weave together to form the backdrop of your adventures, adding depth and texture to your quests. In the world of D&D, every adventure is a journey into the unknown. It's a world where nothing is as it seems, and the only limit is your imagination. So, take a deep breath, step into the shoes of your character, and prepare to be amazed. Because in the world of Dungeons and Dragons, every adventure is a story waiting to be told, and every story is a memory waiting to be made.